On the topic of weight and how crazy it is, it's a little difficult in that, I work at a weight loss clinic. What we do, the obvious side effect is weight loss. One of the most common, what I spend most of my time initially really prepping people for is to convince them that their weight is not a problem, and also convincing people that using scale weight is a very, inaccurate use of energy, intelligence, and information. Something that I've done is I've used myself as an example. So I actually logged my weight every day for over a month, and I have shown people the variance in my weight on a daily basis, and to also show them the variance on a monthly basis as I go through my menstrual cycle and all of that lovely jazz. And my scale weight, I'm about 5'9.5". I have tons of muscle. Anyways, I weigh between 150 up to 158 in a month. And could you imagine if I had an idea that I should be 152? If 152 was my goal weight and I had to be 152, I would go through hell and back every month. And what should I do when I'm 158? What would happen if every month I freaked out and dieted to try to get it back down to 152? I hope you're getting my point right now. That weight is such an awful measure of what's going on. And just be aware of what you're doing when you're using weight as a reactive measure to know what's going on. You really kind of need to let go of that and listen to your body and understand what's going on by keeping what you're doing consistent so that you can observe where your body's going to adjust in gravity and weight, whether you like it or not. And if I have to be defined by 152, I'm setting myself up to spend a lot of my time, energy, and effort in trying to manipulate how much I eat and what I do for exercise based on something as crazy as that number. Let the scale go, and obviously hold yourself accountable to eating with hunger and eating only when your body says so. Just because I don't weigh or I don't encourage people to weigh doesn't give you permission to then not care about the outcome of your behavior. All too often people say, well, don't I have to weigh to then motivate me not to shove food in my face? It's like, listen to what you just said. Because basically you're saying that your baseline is binging, that you want to binge on a regular basis, and to hold back, you have to weigh yourself, which that isn't necessarily healthy, good mental health. And so I do not buy into that, and I would never encourage that type of thinking, because ultimately, if you really want to binge, you're going to find a way to do it. So there you have it.